Mask use is being recommended in schools once again as we continue to deal with more Delta variant outbreaks.
And joining us with the latest on what's happening is internal medicine specialist Dr. Abha. Dr. Abha, thank you so much for being here and keeping us all informed.
Ruta, Brian, thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. So with the Delta variant now on the rise and the school year just around the corner, a lot of parents are wondering what they need to know. So what do they need to know?
You know, I did this last week, and I'm just going to draw a quick analogy. When all the students do their homework, they get extra recess. But when teachers have to push for students to do their homework, recess unfortunately gets abridged. And it's the same analogy with regards to vaccination, masking, and keeping households safe. Within Kent County alone, there are variations with regards to the amount of vaccination that is occurring. And as a result, school systems are tasked with the momentous requirement of keeping all their children, all their students, all their house staff safe. And perhaps the only way to do that will be, irrespective of one's vaccination status, to have all staff, children, and house staff to remain masked. And why is that important? This time last year, when all we had were masks, the 7-day case rate in the United States was not as high as it is now, where mask mandates have been lifted and vaccination rates are dulling. So to answer your question, Ruta, I think that the purpose of the mask mandate resurgence will be this: how do we keep our children in school communing with one another from a mental and physical standpoint while doing so safely? And it would appear that one for all, a mask mandate for all, might indeed be the order of the day.
We have been talking about this contagious Delta variant. A lot of health officials are still worried about people who are not getting vaccinated. And they're saying that there's a high chance now that the COVID-19 variant could keep replicating and become even more dangerous. How concerned do you think Michigan parents and students should be about all those people who are not getting vaccinated and then pushing us further down the line?
Absolutely. Thank you, Brian. I was at the Coast Guard Festival this weekend, and nobody was masked outdoors because what they're hearing is if you're outside, you're safe. And yet we know that in close quarters, spending merely seconds to minutes with individuals heightens your sensitivity to the Delta variant, which is highly infectious, highly contagious. What does that mean? You don't need to spend as much time around people to acquire this variation in the virus. And what is a variation? Much as a Kellogg Pop-Tart goes down the assembly line and can be slightly different before it gets packaged, those are slight variations in the original type. Same goes for a virus. As it replicates and makes more of itself, it can go through variations. And a variation that sticks and makes it more likely to enter your cell and populate your body is a mutation that sticks. And that's what we're seeing with the Delta. And so to answer your question, Brian, absolutely. The Delta variant is highly infectious, highly contagious, and we want to keep the masses safe. And so that means we need everyone vaccinated. Why? Because we know this vaccination works. 90% or greater, irrespective of which one you receive, will keep you from entering the hospital system and or dying. 99.9% of those people who are perishing currently due to coronavirus 19 is among the unvaccinated. Please value your life and those of the lives around you. Talk to your doctor. It is not too late, and get the vaccine. And if nothing else, put your masks back on. If we know that only 50% of Americans are fully vaccinated, and yet you walk into a restaurant and all 100% are without masks, clearly it simply cannot be. So put your masks on and be safe, please.
All right, Dr. Abha, thank you so much. Some stark statistics. We really appreciate you joining us this morning and keeping us all informed.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Absolutely.